So, hello again. This is Kelly Ann.
And this is Tyler. And we are back. The Jordans Create. We are here to have a conversation.
Yes,
right?
with you
the
all.
Jordans Create Conversations. And so today's topic is very interesting. It's about pregnancy. Specifically pregnancy in regards to fathers, because sometimes it's all about the mothers. So.
Well, most of the time, and pretty much all the time, it's all about the mothers. But
Yes,
in truth, you guys do all the work.
I can agree with that. So today we're having a conversation, and it is primarily focused on maternity and pregnancy, not just being a mom thing. So clearly moms are the ones that get pregnant, obviously. The dads do have a part in that process. We want to kind of get a dad's perspective on pregnancy, fatherhood, like what is the role that a father plays or a husband plays or a significant other plays in pregnancy. Like, is there even a role for the male? Or is it just
obviously
conception, boom, and you've done your part? And
well, I mean, if you can hold all of this down solo, then no, I don't have a role. Just on the face, on the surface right there. Okay.
So there is conception, and obviously the male plays a part in that. But during the pregnancy, like, I can easily tell you what it's like for me being the person who is pregnant and all the symptoms and issues and joys that come with that. But for the dad, I know, like, I've heard of things like where the dad gains like sympathy, his sympathy pains
and the
sympathy weight, and I've never seen you experience any of these things.
I did gain weight.
But I am pretty sure that weight had nothing to do.
It's easy for me to know when I gain weight because I don't gain weight. It's incredibly.
You know what?
It's incredibly hard for me to gain weight.
Actually, I can second that. I think he does gain weight, but I don't think it's sympathy. I think it's because I start eating something and then I realize I can't eat it, or I ask him to get something for me and I realize I actually don't want this or I can't eat it. So he ends up eating pretty much all the leftovers of everyone in the entire family.
Normally, I would second that. But no, I wised up with this pregnancy, and what I started doing is just like today, we got food from the Dutch pot, right? So, I got
Dutch pot is a Jamaican restaurant.
Right. I got Kelly Ann, the oxtail plate. With three children, I figured, okay, between the two of them, we'll split 2 plates. Between the 3 of them, we'll split 2 plates. So I got 1 fried chicken and 1 brown stew chicken. And for me, I got nothing. Because I know that I'm probably going to have enough to eat, and coming behind this one if she can't eat something, and coming behind the kids if they change their mind halfway through and like, I don't want this anymore. So normally I would gain a lot of weight if I was eating for myself and clearing up after everybody else, but I've just gotten to the point where I realize that I can survive off of the generosity of the other members of our family.
So he has a new strategy, apparently. This is my first time hearing about this, ladies and gentlemen. But apparently the strategy, this is one that many should implement.
Yeah.
I don't know if in other households that the spouses, the males, are the ones that do the leftovers, but I actually don't like leftovers at all.
I think that's another point
especially from restaurants.
That, there's a lot of different ways to do this thing, to do the pregnancy, to do the family, to do, what we do. This is the Jordans. This is our way of approaching it and coming at it.
Okay.
So I know that some people are going to be drastically different, and some people just can't do what we do because they're not Jordans. It's no fault of your own.
And it's not a prideful thing in any way.
No.
Hubris, just so people understand.
Some hubris.
Okay, so
wait a minute.
no,
Is that a Freudian slip?
no. What's hubris?
Ooh, wow.
What is hubris again? Is that humility? Is that the same thing?
Not quite.
Is that pride?
We're gonna move on now.
No, hubris is pride, right?
It's not humility.
Right. Oops, that was a typo. So from the first pregnancy, okay, now our firstborn is 6 years old.
Right.
So 6 years ago, we first found out we were pregnant.
No,
and
6 years ago.
7 years ago.
Plus, yeah, 7 years ago.
7 years ago, we first found out we were pregnant. And so, what is that like? We were 2 years, about 2 years married.
Yeah. Well, no, we were about a year and a half.
Married.
Yeah, we were about a year and a half married.
Right. We started having the conversations.
Born right after our 2-year anniversary.
Okay, right. So we started having the conversations about when we would start popping out babies.
Right.
The next thing we knew,
we were starting to pop out
so,
babies.
That's pretty much how it happened.
Yeah, I distinctly remember it was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying finding out we were pregnant the first time for me. And, you know, we were comfortable in terms of financially making ends meet and everything. We were comfortable. I wouldn't say necessarily like well established, but we didn't have any concerns. You know, we made bills on time and everything. And then we found out that we were expecting, and I was just like, how on earth are we gonna do this? I was terrified. I had no clue what to expect, what to get ready for, or how we were gonna make it.
So the initial thing was like,
yeah, definitely deer in headlights. Definitely.
There's one more mouth I'm going to have to feed. At the time, I was in college, so
yeah.
He really was the only one. No, I was working, but I was working at the school. So your initial thing was like fear, shock,
a lot of shock.
When did it kick in for you that this is something that's exciting?
I would say probably after that for the first child, I would say, well, bit of backstory and bit of reality. When we first found out that we were expecting, Kellyanne was highly upset.
I was upset.
Highly upset.
Yes.
She did not like me. She did not like life. But she especially didn't like me. And so I would say that a lot of the adjusting was me just getting into that space personally where I could be comfortable with gearing up and getting ready for the baby. It started to get exciting for me as soon as that initial terror faded, maybe like a week or so in. It's like, oh my gosh, you know, we're starting the family. I wasn't able to really just settle in that because I couldn't be like, yay, we're starting a family. I'm so excited. This is going to be so cool. And Kelly is just like, about life, you know. So, in order to not, you know, just further push the agitation and frustration, you know, I put a damper on it. And it really got exciting for me when you finally came out of that and were able to start embracing it.
I think a lot of that initial, because even though we had the conversation, I think it's not even the idea of being pregnant, you know, but it's the fear of the unknown. Like, you have no idea. You go through the sexual education classes, you watch the videos, you hear the stories, and then when it happens to you, you're like, what? This is something unbelievable. And how am I going to do this?